somebody get full blown on the telephone.
So I need a secretary for this morning. I need somebody to help me with my phones. Like take calls, respond, because I'm not gonna lie, I am extremely overwhelmed right now. In a good way though. In a good way. But anyways, we are back in the room. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome back to the ladies' room. The ladies' room. Yeah, put some respect on our room. And after today, me make it all they come in here and do it all they want, eh? Yeah. Have some respect in my room. Please and thank you. Yeah, fine. Now that we are recognized, not once, but twice. Yeah, they had to put some respect on the room right about now, right? Anyways. Hold on, let me just share. Did I share the room yet? Yeah, there's a lot happening right now, man. A lot. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance. Thank you so much, Western Union. And of course, Nirvana. Thank you so much for making our room possible. Yeah, and you guys need to take a bow as well for believing in what we do and partnering with us to do what we do right here on Power 95. So we're not taking this lightly, or we're not taking it for granted. Without your sponsorship and support, a greater part of what we do would not be possible. So thank you so much to Nirvana. Thank you so much, Beacon Insurance and Western Union, for partnering with us in the room to do what we do best on a daily basis, right? So with that being said, like I said, we got a lot to talk about this morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about this morning, and we are jumping right into it. As always, thank you to all my loyal listeners over the years. This is our 10th year, in the room, and I'll leave that for another time, but let me just focus on what we're focusing on right now. Our 10th year as Power 95, and our 10th year as the ladies' room, because we started this from the get-go. The room was up and running, right? Over the years, it has evolved. We started off, just radio, taking your phone calls and, getting interactive with the situations and the scenarios. Most of it was to do with relationships, right? We focused a lot on relationships and social issues in the first part. And then, as much as we hated COVID, we still had to say thank you to COVID for leading us in another direction, right? Because before COVID, there was no going live, doing this, nada. We only did the live thingy around Carnival, when we did our concert series back then. Other than that, that live was not living. But COVID definitely gave us, that push in another direction, with so many of you home and, wanting to disseminate the information and wanting to be more interactive. You guys were home, going crazy, not knowing what's going on. So we had to bring in, folks from Ministry of Health, our ministers or prime ministers, and, all of that to sort of get the message across and, put some visual to it. And that's how we sort of birthed the video aspect, the visual aspect of the room. And from then, it was no looking back. And I just want to say special thank you, to everybody who's been here, who's been a part of my journey, who's been a part of Power's journey over the years, believing in what we do, supporting us, not listening to the naysayers. We haven't reached where we truly want to go as yet. This is by no means the end of, there's still a lot we need to do. There's still a lot we can do. But for now, we want to stop for a minute and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much to everyone for believing in us and for supporting us, all right? And all those who voted, who shared, who got their families, who got their friends to vote. And I just want to say thank you so very much. I can't call names because it's a lot of you. It had to be a lot of you to enable us to win 3 out of the 4 categories we were nominated for. Alrighty, so again, a hearty and a heartfelt thank you to all the folks who voted, and for myself and of course Fearless Gavon. Sure he's gonna do his own thingy, but just throwing him in the mix. Thank you so very much, and it's definitely a big deal for us here at Power because it really made us realize, the landscape of radio, it's evolving, it's changing, because we went up against some names, household names in media, and the names which I speak of, they've been there, they're a staple. Talk shows, current affairs programs, what have you, they've basically dominated those fields over the years at the different awards and what have you. So it is a big deal to, get the award for the categories we were nominated for. So it's not something that I take lightly. I really, when I say I'm overwhelmed by the response that I got, the amount of messages, phone calls, texts, I'm still trying to respond to them, but I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who made this possible, right? Remember, we got the awards for the best current affairs and feature program, the best talk show, and of course, best radio personality, which I truly appreciate. And because we have how many? 12 radio stations, 13 radio stations? It's a lot, right? And I got quite a number of personalities on different radio stations. So to get that award for the second year in a row, it really means I am doing something and I am making a difference in your lives and impacting your lives, I hope in a meaningful way with what we do here daily, the way we disseminate our information, and for the most part, just do what we do best, right? So I just wanted to say thank you very much to each and every one of you, to our listeners on 95.1, 95.3. Thank you so much to our viewers on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so very much. Yeah, so thank you so very much for that. Shante, thank you so much for doing what you do every day as well, helping to share and tag and what have you. I appreciate that a whole lot. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Nakisha. Melvin Brown, good morning. Shauna, good morning. Good morning, Fatima. Who else? Jackie Douglas Adams. I saw you running your mouth and say don't make your vote go in vain. Well, I need you to change your I'm trying to find, why is this thing keeps spinning? Yeah, I need you to fix up your argument right now and address me with respect from today henceforth. Okay? Trying to prop up my my phone. Just give me a sec. All right, there we go. Yeah. So, morning, Roxanne. Thank you so very much, Shireen. Thank you very much, Queen Bee. Morning, Naya. Good morning, Terrace. Good morning, Maureen. Andrea, thank you so very much. Good morning, Maureen. Terrence Wells, thank you so much, bro. Good morning, honorary members of the room. I like that. Honorary members of the house. Morning, Lydia, Roderick. Who else is here? Shante again. Good morning, Gabby. Watch our award-winning host. You know what? I keep had me dying in laughter yesterday about I keep out of order. I keep forget cockroach in front fall. Oh yeah, want me to look my best on the people's stage. Eh? Can't please with black people children. I swear. Morning, Valerie. Amanda. Thank you, Lydia. Tamasha. Kizzy. Morning, sis. Good morning, Michelle. Jenilyn. Christopher Thomas. Rayburn. Big up yourself. Marvelyn. G-Eds. Who else is here? Shireen, can you believe I put it in a bag, rest it on the table, and I'm so accustomed with my backpack, picked up my backpack, walked out. When I got to work, I'm in the car park, and I'm like, what, don't I have supposed to have another bag? I left it on the table, in the bag. And my plan was to bring them this morning and to put them up so you guys can, take a look and give me a screenshot with it, because I did not, and do a nice little speech with it. I had to change up the whole thing. I can't believe it. I guess old age kicking in somewhat. Morning, Della. Morning, Sonia. Ambika Vento. Good morning for your support all the time. Morning, morning, morning. Ryan DeRiggs. Riggy, one more song. I supposed to have a song this morning to bless up the place. What's going on with you, Riggy? Come, Riggy. Put some pep in your step. From Jackie, move up. Diane Jerome, good morning. JJ, Joycelyn, Josie, good morning. Precious and everybody. Onika, Nichelle, Christelle, I see you. You guys, thank you so very much, man. I appreciate you a whole lot, right? Wendy Samuel, big up yourself. Good morning, Luke. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a great year indeed, right? And imagine we're just in March. So we're marching on nicely. Thank you so much, Preston. Be the positive young girl you are. Out of order and bright. Jenny Kutane, it's 9:07 hour man, and I'm not missing room this morning. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Really, really, really appreciate it. And of course, I want to take time out to shout out the guys at the at MWAG. This is what, the 13th year, and we were discussing amongst ourselves as staff that it has evolved over the years. Media awards before used to be about, journalists, print and TV and what have you. News is what dominated media awards. So I want to shout out the president and all the other members of MWAG who understood that, hey, if things are evolving and we have to evolve with it. We can't just stay stuck in this, doing the same thing and expecting different results. And radio is, of course, a part of the media. And like I said, it has changed. So many people listen to the radio for information, for news, what have you. And hate it or like it, more people listen than actually read, Read like newspaper stories. I'm sure people listen to the radio more than they actually read or listen to view the news on TV than, pick up a paper and read it back to front to get information and what have you. So it has evolved over the years, and like all things, we have to adapt and we have to change. Change is not something that we like to do as humans, but we have to at some point understand, hey, in order to remain relevant, we have to change our trajectory. Edward, I am so happy to have you in the room with me this morning, Edward. Thank you so much, Edward. Eddie Frederick, you two have been a part of the journey. Thank you so much for, the constant reminders of, hey, girlie, you got this, and knowing somebody like you who's always busy and in your whole mind in your business, for you to take time out to message and say, hey, I'm listening and I like the vibe and I like the energy and, arrow, keep going. That, also makes a lot of difference. So, again, thank you so very much for your constant support. I should have had my awards this morning. That was the plan. I had a whole thing planned on how I come in here this morning, I was going to come with the awards, and when you go to the Grammy and they announce the winner is such and such, and then you come off on stage and you give the speech. First of all, I like to give thanks to God with the awards in your hand like this. I like to give thanks to God, and then I like to give thanks to all my supporters and family and yada 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 who believed in me. I had the whole thing planned out. But I say, God planned and man planned and God laughed, right? So God probably laughing at me because I came with all, only to realize I left the awards home. Shireen says, the only thing I was disappointed in from what I watched, they didn't give you guys an opportunity to say thank you. Well, I guess that is something they can, they will include next time around, give the winners, like, again, like I said, like award show style. You get it? And you know that, hey, you have a minute, you have 2 minutes, no long, just a minute to, say thank you and express yourself. So maybe that's something we can look forward to next year. And, getting involved is what's going to make the difference, right? So I'm hoping to be more involved as well and do the do. I hope my name was in the speech. I can't call a name because I will not finish if I were to call names. Anyways, so we move. We have quite a lot to talk about this morning, so I don't want to stay on that stay on this for the whole day, but where is it? You all saw my heading I had about the police and the video that's been circulating. I want to talk a little bit about that. And I also want to take the time to congratulate all the athletes who participated in the national champs on the weekend. Congratulations to the schools who've hosted their sport meet, and we're getting ready for Intercol and all of that. And also in Trinidad, just wanted to take a minute to congratulate the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, Stuart Young. He, let me just read the story as is. A new era begins for Trinidad and Tobago as Stuart Young takes the oath of office as the country's Prime Minister. Young, who previously served as the Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, was sworn in at the President's house, marking a new chapter in the nation's leadership. In his first act as PM, he's expected to announce a major cabinet reshuffle, with key ministers set to take on new roles, including the appointment of Keith Scotland, SC, as the new Attorney General, and Vishnu Danpal stepping in as Minister of Finance. So congratulations to him. Hope that he will serve with fairness and integrity and honesty and all of that, and we can see some new stuff happening, right? So that's that over there. Also, let me pull up the video. And yes, Dwight, you're very late. And as always, when things... Oh, before that, the story as well that we have on our Facebook page regarding that young pilot. Oh my gosh. I wanted to post it since yesterday, but I'm like, you know what? Sunday, let me just give people time to just relax, breathe, and do it today. And I want to shout out everybody who took the time out to write a message, or the time out to pray. A couple weeks ago, I saw this young man's video circulating, right? And I was so touched by it. And like, imagine at that age, you already set your goals, you already know what you're aiming for, and hold on, let me just put it up on the screen. And then tragedy struck. Something so innocently, where you hanging with your friends, and it's something you see people doing all the time. They go on the beach, jump off the jetty in the water, and it's just fun. It's just fun to them. And to think when he did it, it probably was fun to him as well, not knowing it would result in him being hospitalized, with talks of him being paralyzed, right? And like I said, this story has touched the hearts and minds of so many world over who don't even know this young man, a young aspiring pilot who, like I said, shared his journey on social media not so long ago. Christian Battersby is his name. He's only 27. So the news is saying that he may be paralyzed following a diving accident at Pigeon Point in Tobago, because he apparently hit his head on an unknown object while diving, rendering him unconscious. The video was also circulating of that Caucasian woman doing CPR on him and basically brought him back to life, because I guess when he hit his head, he was underwater, and that nearly resulted in him. You see, you're not getting through? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that resulted in him having the lady doing performing CPR for about 20 minutes, and before the emergency services arrived. So out of that, there are so many lessons we can take from this, in that I'm like, what happened if that lady was not there? And it is something that I really think that we, from a very tender age, even in the schools, as much as we have PE, right? Physical education. I think it is fitting for part of that, learning to swim and things like that, because it may not be how it happened with the young man, but we've heard of numerous incidences of people drowning and then people not knowing how to apply CPR. So CPR should be taught in all schools. Trained professionals who know what to do, how to do it properly, should be sent to schools to show students how to do it, because we are surrounded by water for the most part. The Caribbean is surrounded by water, and so many of us don't know how to apply CPR, don't know how to swim, and we are surrounded by water. Caribbean islands are surrounded by water. Sea, rivers, lakes, waterfalls, we are surrounded by water. And we don't know how to apply CPR. We don't know how to swim. And I hope that this is something we would really start getting serious about, right? I hope it's something we'll get serious about. From school level, let's start teaching children how to apply CPR. It is important, because I've heard and seen situations where that could have saved the person's life. And unfortunately, because we don't know what to do, we just stand there with our phones recording while the person probably, a shot at life, another chance, if only we knew what to do and how to do it. So it is really, really heartbreaking, after listening to his story and, seeing where he came from, to now hear the news that he might be paralyzed. So again, like you say, miracles happen every day. I've seen some awesome stories under the posts of, people who are on the brink of death. Miracles happen. Technology has improved. And I'm keeping fingers crossed that, he will be well, I really, really, really hope that he will be well. Really, 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 really sad, only 27 years old, and just like that, so you never know. Life these days, well, it has always been, but I guess as you go older, you start to understand that, hey, you don't have forever. And you don't need to be 90, 100. Not everybody's going to get to a ripe old age, because life happens, You'll be healthy all your life, and then one thing knocks you down completely. So that's why I said in my birthday and then in my little message yesterday that gratitude continues to be my word for the entire year onwards. Not taking anything for granted, and just taking everything as it comes, not allowing yourself to be stressed and worried about things you have no control over, but just living life to the fullest, and just understanding who we truly are, like I said in my little motivation speech this morning. And when we do things, just do it, and not do it because we want to be noticed by others, or we want accolades, marmalades, like Auntie Donna would say, from anybody, but just do it because it benefits you, it makes you feel good. Because much of what we do, sometimes the good, it will go unnoticed by others. People will quicker see the bad that you do when you make the mistakes, when you do everything, but they will not see when you're doing good. Much of the good we do will be unnoticed by others, but guess what? We have to do it anyway, because I notice, you notice, you'll notice, right? Some of our contributions we make wouldn't be appreciated, but let's go ahead and make them anyway because we're doing the right thing. It's fine, it's awesome, it's amazing. I can't think of other adjectives to describe how it feels when you receive recognition for what you do and for the quality of the person you are. But yet, whether you are recognized for it or not, you always have to give it your best effort. When no one else is watching, you are watching. When no one else appreciates the value of what you're doing, you see the value, and that matters. Because the way we view ourselves influences everything we do. And that view is formed not only when others notice and appreciate what we're up to, but also when they don't. Too many of us are living a life of, I wonder who's watching. So we got to make sure our actions are always true to the values we hold, because the quality of our life is based not on who we appear to be, and too many of us are too busy keeping up appearances or putting up appearances for John Public or for other people. Stop putting up appearances and just be who you truly are. Because to be honest, people, I want to bust somebody's bubble, but people really don't care. So a lot of the time, the amount of times we spend putting up an appearance, we could spend that time on ourselves, just being who you are, loving who you are, appreciating who you are, and, just trying to do your very best. Too many people are living in the what if, what they say, he say, she say, could say, and just doing things because you figure somebody's watching, or just putting on a show, putting on an appearance for people who couldn't give two hoots about you one way or the other. So who you truly are is what matters. Yeah? And you can't go through life waiting for applause from other people. You have to learn to applaud yourself. You have to learn to look yourself in the mirror and say, yes, girl, yes, guy, yes, boy, yes, man. Yeah, we're going places. Yeah? We're trying. We're doing well. You have to learn to clap for yourself. You have to learn to appreciate yourself and compliment yourself. Because if you were to wait sometimes on other people to do it, it's not going to happen. Yeah? So, that is my 2 cents for today. Do with it what you wish. Just thought I'd share that with you. We move. Now, on the serious side of things, I'm not sure how many of you saw the video circulating. Let me pull it up. On social media with, I'm not going to play the whole thing, just a little bit for context purposes. Yeah, all right, good. You hear me now? Are you hearing me now? Yeah, I was muted. Apparently, when the video pulled up, it mutes you. So, no? Yes? No? Yeah, you should be hearing me now, right? Yes, now. Okay. All right. Because I didn't realize the video muted it. Yeah. Now, it was really heart-wrenching to look at the video of, the young lady and the young man being tossed and dragged and the shuffling and the fighting and what have you. It was really, really, really hard to look at because, like I said, at the end of the day, the police have rights, and you, as a citizen, also have rights. If the police gives an order, you are supposed to comply, and then you can take further actions. But what you find now is, in the age of everybody has a camera, people think, okay, once I put up a camera and video a situation, that means I'm in the right. But if the police gives an order or directive, your right still applies. And one of them, you comply, and then you take whatever necessary actions instead of letting it escalate. Right? And then by then, you're faced with multiple charges. When you probably had one, now you have 5, 6, based on you now deciding, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. There's a lot of wrongs and rights in the situation. The police has the blame to take. The two individuals also have blame to take, because in 2025, I don't understand why we still have to fight. There were 4 police officers fighting to restrain one person. And you can see from the video, 3 fighting to restrain, and the young lady's up with her phone in the air, up in the face of the police officer. Don't know what she's saying, but up in the face of the police officer with her camera while the police is trying to do their duty. I don't understand why in 2025 we have to be wrestling with people to get them under control. And then having to fight with a female to get her under control, body slam on the ground, being sat on in 2025. So it's like, in one way, while the police is making headway, in other areas they need improvement, because we can safely say the police for the past couple of years, they've been doing a pretty good job, right? A pretty decent job in disseminating information. They've even changed up the way they disseminate information these days. You don't realize they now have nice backgrounds, and you're getting good quality photos, and you're getting good, if you check the RGPF page, you're getting good quality photos and their stories. And now, so they've been trying. The community relations department and all the other departments have been trying, to lift the morale and the image of the Royal Grenada Police Force. And for years, this is not the first incident we've seen of people and the police, citizen and police, at odds with each other. And I doubt it will be the last, right? But the police also need to handle situations in a better manner. We still can't be fighting with people to arrest them, or doing wrestling with people, like we'd say when we were growing up, wrestling with people to get them to comply. Either we need better tools to do their work efficiently. We had to learn to either start tasing or pepper spraying or something of the sort. But this fighting with people to get them under control in 2025, it's not a good look. How you have 4 or 5? Let me go back and watch again. How many of them? Shireen, it's all over, but we're dealing with Grenada right now. This is where the action is. I can't speak for other areas. I don't live there. I can only speak for here, because who knows, I might come into contact. And it's not... Sometimes we have to understand that, okay, yes, he may be wearing a uniform, but he's also a human being. But that is where you have to have emotional intelligence. That is something we are yet to master as human beings. And that's why I say we, because there are times you still feel that your emotions get the better of us, right? And we forget how to be professional, and emotions just take over, and we go with the emotions. And then in hindsight, we're like, okay, I should have done this, I should have, could have, would have, and by then it's too late. That's why I'm saying, Marlene, we need to have other methods and understand that the law is for everyone, right? But if the police, they're doing their job, and based on what I saw, it was the young man that was being, hold on, let me put it up again. It was the young who, it was the young man the police was dealing with to begin with. And I'm not sure what the young lady is to the young man, but she was all up in the police face, pulled out camera, and basically all up in the Kool-Aid. And the young man, as you can see, going back and forth, arguing, chucking, pushing, flinging hand. Again, can't hear the conversation because that was not in the video. So then you started seeing chucking back and forth between one police and the other police, and the young lady right up on the police chest with phone in hand. And then it just went downhill from there with 1, 2, 3, 4 police officers trying to restrain one man, and the young lady with a camera flinging up in the police face and maybe thinking, hey, I'm a woman, he wouldn't do anything to me, so I could get away with being up in the police face and doing whatever. You already had a camera out, so that right there is your evidence in case of what happens. So you stand on the side and you video for whatever reason, and then you take it from there. But how are you trying to fight with a police officer? Now you have a charge as well. I'm not sure what actions will be taken against the police. I'm not sure if actions will be taken against him. But in 2025, it just reeks of lawlessness in 2025. And there's obviously a breakdown somewhere where respect is on the left, exited the left, and we think that, hey, once we have phone, we can get away with anything. So what are they saying? What any reasons? I'm not sure what because that is a different story. I don't know about this Nuss thing. I'm sticking on what the video I watched in front of me. Who Nuss happened to Nuss? What happened to Nuss? I don't know. I know the story. Francis Daniel says Grenada has the most emotional police officers I've ever seen. If you stoops too hard, they want to box you. So again, training, and maybe more time need to be spent on emotional intelligence. Understanding that you're doing a job and you have to remove your emotions and try to be as professional as you possibly can. Not saying you're going to get it right all the time, but at least try to. When you feel, okay, middle of town, people here, big crowd scene, mean making nobody drags me up, mean making nobody embarrass me. It's not like you're in plain clothes and nobody know who you are and you and a man have some sort of entanglement. So even though that's how you feel, remember, once you have on the uniform, you're representing the rest of the institution, right? And in the same vein, we as citizens have to understand that if the police detains us for whatever reason, you comply. You don't need to fight, you don't need to push, you don't need to pull, you don't need to tug. You comply, and then you lawyer up yourself and take whatever necessary steps you need to. Because people act as though they don't have rights. People act as if they don't have rights. We all have rights. You have a right as a citizen, and the police also have a right, and he's protected under the law as well. If they ask you to accompany them, you accompany them. But a lot of the times we make things worse when we go into attack mode and defense mode. And Lydia, I'm not even going near me making Kizzy drag me down. She could go down the road for herself. I'm not taking Shelly said, "Give your blood pressure down today, please." Where is it? Direct me, Shelly, because that's what I want to do today. I want to focus on our young athletes. So direct me in Azaria Simon's performance in the 3,000-meter open girls from yesterday. The only video to pull up this morning. I agree. No, it always about to come and distract us. We talking about one thing, she come in here telling me about somebody else to come and listen. Then we maintain we good little we have going on over here, right? Auntie Pat, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah. So Gabby says, so she has the right to swing on the police and he has the right to emotionally intelligent to not respond. Nope, there's no right and wrong in this situation. There's a lot of wrongs in that video. Because one, she and have no right to be swinging behind the police and be up in the police face, videoing and flinging hand and all them thing. Because based on how the video started, we ain't know what happened, what made the police think the young man. We ain't know that. Because we can't hear anything. So they were dealing with him. I'm not sure how she came into the equation, but she ended up there because from jump she was there on the sideline looking on, blah, blah, blah. Probably some relation to the young man, I don't know. But for the most part, and because of numerous videos online, anyone that tends to want to disrespect identify because of one person's dislike towards him. Training is mandatory, but when situations arise, all street behavior comes out. So we can't just blame the police alone. There's a lot of blame to go around. If they're executing their duty, which is they detained the young man for whatever reason, don't know what he did, but they were in conversation with him, and then you could see start to get hot too, temper start to flare. And when temper started to flare, Aruna, if she had complied, the police probably wouldn't have to slam her. But that is the point I'm making. They were dealing with the young man, so I'm not sure how she got into the equation. She was videoing the incident, and then all of a sudden she almost reached on the police's chest, and hands started to go up in the air, and the girl walks the police officer across his face. Let me go back again. Well, after that, anything is fair game then. I give up. Well, let me go back again. I give up okay, so from jump, yeah, so she was in the action from jump. So the police was ignoring her. He walked and went and speak to the other police officer. So the young woman is gesticulating. The young man as well. They're talking and whatever. Open his car door, about to go into his vehicle. Third police comes up on the scene. The young lady is still talking, pointing finger. Then the young man flings his hand in the two officers' face. So now they're trying to grab a hold of him now, I guess, and they're telling him he's under arrest. The police had a book in his hand, a ticket book, so he probably was getting a ticket. So now action start. Hands start to fling. Man hold on to police chest. Okay. Start one holding, police holding from the back. Police holding the other one from holding wrong his neck and trying to trip him. Next police come up on the scene, police number 4. Right, so they hold on to him across the car, trying to put the handcuffs on. One holding onto his hand, 3 of them holding onto his hand, one man. 3 of them onto his back, still holding onto his hand. All right, young lady up in the police face now. Phone out, camera out. Let me see what's going on here now. They still hold on to him, hand behind back, putting on handcuff. Now, lady now talking to, I guess that was 905. All right, so she fling out her hand. So 905 probably telling her, trying to escort her away from the scene. And then she fling out hand, hit him. 905 hat fall out. Hold the lady wrong she neck, trying to trip her on the ground as well. Next police picking up 905 hat. Rest down here, whatever he had in his hand. 905 lie down on the lady back. Police stoop down and I guess trying to hold she hand. I only need some cornmeal porridge or something to Who's that? Who, I ain't seen who's asking me to block who? Oh, okay. This Rachel coming and interrupting the people flow here. All right, but you like your comment, like your comment block. Always some spam thing. They always come in and spam in the chat. Yeah. But it looks as though this some of these are all you need a little cornmeal porridge to Papa, because for you to take four officers to hold on to one young man and then two to hold on to the young lady, you need to eat properly and exercise more. Seriously. You need a little bit more cornmeal porridge or something, because this ain't it. This isn't it. School, oh yes, school children jumping up on the side. I forget that part. School children excited and with their cameras or their phone out taking picture and video on the side. Happy and excited. They have something to go on after school. More exciting than school. Watch. Let me take me a water. Let me go home and with me a water and then we hear Papa. According to let me rest them by the bed and then we go and relax yourself because I don't understand. You deserve some more Jack's water. Now I need some good broth, man. A lot of okra and a lot of something. You need to eat properly. You can't eat in junk food all day and expect to have energy. You need to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good cornmeal porridge, good, Tanya log. Heavy something to give all your energy throughout the course of the day and take all your vitamins and all your tonic. You had to drink tonic and you had to exercise. That are looking good in the community. 3-4 officers trying to hold on to one man. Nah, man. They're looking good in the community at all. We need to do better than that. Anyways. Oh, tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, I have a very, very, very special guest. And I hope you all will join me for where is she? Come on, man. Yeah. So I hope you guys will join me tomorrow. My guest will be Karen Pilgrim. Awesome. Remember I told you guys about her from the International Women's Day event that I attended. Yeah, so she's going to be my guest tomorrow. She's the #1 vision board strategist recognized by the Vision Board Institute of America. And tomorrow is going to be a powerhouse. I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to please be here. Tomorrow, we're going to be fired up and it's going to be a serious. She's a transformational speaker, a global mentor, and she spent years guiding individuals to create a personal GPS for success. And her mission is simple yet powerful. When you dream it, see it, and believe it, you can achieve it. So we're going to have a... I'm sure you'll see later. Disrespect is... let me go and check it out. Send it for me, Akeem. So everybody, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Yeah, and again, thank you so much for your support. Truly appreciate you. Alrighty, have a good Monday, everybody. Let me go and check it out. Send it for me, Akeem.